Yo, welcome back everybody to the channel. It's your boy Rand here on Randsational, and today we got a big topic. We got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez. So I think we got to talk about this. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So if you're not living under a rock or you just haven't seen the news yet, Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is a go. We've got confirmation from the ring the other day. Turkey Al Shade looks like he was the one to leak it first. And then we got Jake Paul announcing the fight the day after. Now we get to see Jake Paul, the YouTuber, the Disney kid, the guy who's now boxing, looking to up the levels. Now he has to go out there and fight a real boxer. Granted, say whatever you want about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's a real fighter. He's 54-6. It's a real fight. Obviously, he's never taken a world level step when it comes to wins. But he fought Canelo. He's had big fights. Like, it's not like he's just been out there just lollygagging. He's a big fighter. Let's go a little more into the details of this fight. We got Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., June 28th in Anaheim, California, which is great. We love an American fight. We love having him in a big community. He's in California, which is good for the Mexican community because there's lots of Mexicans out there in Cali. And yeah, he's fighting somebody with lineage, somebody with history. Julio Cesar Chavez himself was like unreal. He's nothing you can even match with. Jake Paul probably wouldn't call him out right now. The dude's like 70, 80. That's like a real fighter right there. Julio Cesar Chavez has so much respect. He has so much lineage to him. He gets everybody's respect in the whole boxing scene. And there's rumors that Canelo didn't knock out Junior because Pops was in the stadium. But that's just rumors. Jake, he needs to step up. But is this the step up? Is Cesar Chavez the step up? Someone who used to fight at lightweight, someone who used to fight at middleweight, someone who used to fight at welterweight. Now he's blowing all the way up to cruiserweight. He already lost to somebody that Jake Paul beat, Anderson Silva. In Anderson Silva's first, second, or third boxing match ever, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and beat him. Easily, honestly. It was actually pretty easy. And you got people like BJ Flores, who, shout out to BJ, I've got plenty of respect for BJ, but when KSI was in talks, or when there was rumors running around that KSI potentially was going to get in the ring with Chavez Jr., BJ Flores shut it down. He's like, wow, look at this. It shows you the levels of where KSI is. KSI is fighting someone who just lost to someone Jake Paul beat 3 years ago. But now Jake Paul is fighting somebody who lost to someone he beat 3 years ago. So I don't get it. It's a good fight. Yes, I can't take the credit away from it being a good fight. But to act like this is the fight that Jake should have when Jake just fought Mike Tyson, obviously who's in his 50s, he should be looking at the sky. He shouldn't be looking in the middle line. Cesar Chavez is in the middle line. He's a bigger name than what Jake has had so far other than Tyson. But if you're going to take a high risk, high reward fight, why are you taking somebody who honestly has no name truly? Like, he's a big name, but he's not really a big name. He's still someone who was known as someone who took the sport lazy. He didn't really commit himself. He was a drug abuser at a point. And all of these are questions that has to be answered for Chavez. We already know what we're going to get with Jake Paul. We don't know if he's going to be dominant in the fight, or if he's going to get dominated in this fight, or if it's going to be a competitive fight, because we can't gauge the skill. Jake's fought Tommy Fury. That was his best gauging fight for being able to gauge what skill level he's at. And from that point on, he hasn't had a really tough fight in the last 2.5 years. So it's really baffling, I'd say the least. It's baffling to believe Jake Paul's next fight after Mike Tyson is going to be Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. But that's where we have to start talking intricacies. Pro boxing has a bad stain for money. Money runs pro boxing. Mr. Krabs is the top line of boxing because money, 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 money. I heard. I'm not guaranteeing this. I keep hearing more people say the same thing, so it's clearly something that may happen. I heard Jake Paul versus Cesar Chavez Jr. is going to be a title match. I don't know if it's a world title. I don't know if it's a vacant title. I don't know if it's an international title. I don't know if it's a continental title. But there's a lot of rumors going around that Jake and Chavez is going to be a title fight. Jake's not, like, he shouldn't be fighting for a title right now. And Jake versus Chavez is not a title fight because what we've seen from Chavez, he had a horrible fight against Uriah Hall. He had a horrible fight against Anderson Silva. And we haven't seen him commit to the sport in who knows how long. When he was actually in his prime, he was abusing drugs. Which, listen, nothing against him for what he's doing in his spare time, but you're coming back into the sport. You're coming to a young man's game. Obviously, you're smarter, but what else? What else do you have? You don't have the athleticism anymore. You don't have the physical condition anymore. Like, you have to go in there assuming your brain is going to win you the fight. But how many punches can you take before your brain turns off? You know, like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I like the fight. I do like that Jake is taking another step up. But will this be a good cherry pick? Like, did they set this up to the point where they knew they had a big name? They knew people would show a little bit of respect to Jake Paul winning this fight. But they also knew this is probably an easy fight for Jake. Which sounds fucking ridiculous because Chavez is 54 or 56 and like 6 or like 54 and 6. Like, it makes no sense. His father over 100 wins. Like, you shouldn't even be on the same planet with Jake Paul. Forget breath. Forget conversation. Forget ring. He shouldn't be on the same planet with Jake Paul. They're on two different complete spectrums. But no, somehow this fight is happening. Somehow Jake Paul's probably going to win. And somehow, some way, Jake's going to get another big fight. He's probably going to fight Tank at some point because they had that fight confirmed. He's probably going to fight some mega champion like Canelo or Bivol or something because they keep calling him out. I don't get it, man. Jake Paul is the name. He's the biggest star in boxing. And as much as people hate to hear that, Jake Paul is the biggest name in boxing. He's a bigger name than Canelo. He's a bigger name than Tyson Fury. He's a bigger name than Usyk. He's a bigger name than literally any name that we have right now because of what he does. He promotes himself. He promotes Amanda Serrano. He promotes Shadeja Green. He promotes Alicia Baumgartner's fine ass. He's promoting Ashton Silva. Ashton Hall. I think he's promoting Ashton Silva. I think he left though. He's promoting the guy who knocked him out, Lucas Body. He has all these guys under his promotion, while the rest of his counterparts are just there. Like, you got Canelo with his own promotion, but Canelo doesn't do shit about his promotion. You got, like, people with all their businesses and etc., but Jake does it better. Jake is the sport of boxing. Do we agree? Do we disagree? My thoughts on the fight itself, like, I don't know. I'm going to have to see more as we lead up into this fight, but my initial thoughts as we stand today of April 19th, 2025, I think we got Jake Paul probably going to get himself a big knockout, or even if it's not a big knockout, he's probably going to win, and that'll be the biggest win of his career. It'll be the biggest win in influencer boxing history, and the stage will be set for him to have a mega fight. And I believe that that is the plan that they are pushing for right now. I don't think that they were just sitting here around waiting for some BS or some easy fight. Like, not even an easy fight. I don't think they were going to sit around and wait for Tommy Fury. I don't think they was going to sit around and wait for like Darren Till. They're pushing things in their trajectory. They've always done that. They've always made their own decisions. They've never made a decision that someone else is trying to make. Obviously, KSI has he's been in talks with Cesar Chavez Jr., but Jake's the one to sign the dotted lines. So I can't take anything away from Jake. All I can do is say, best of luck with your fight. I believe Jake Paul's probably going to win. Will it be by knockout? Will he win by UD? Will it be a controversial fight? Will Chavez Jr. turn back the clock? Will he finally decide drugs is not it anymore? I've wanted to do this. I want to win. Is he going to go in there and put the beat down on Jake Paul and end everything? You guys tell me. I'm interested in knowing everyone's thoughts. I hope you guys are interested as well. And also, I predicted Jake Paul, I predicted this. I knew he was going to end up fighting Cesar Chavez Jr. I said it over on the Main Card podcast.
But the for sure that I think is Julio Cesar Chavez. I've been hearing a lot.
You guys go check that out. It's the best podcast in the world right now. Me, my brother John, we out there posting videos every single week. We're getting big interviews. Like I said, guys, tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you think. Is Jake Paul going to win? Is Cesar Chavez going to win? Is the fight not going to happen? Is Dylan Dennis going to come out of nowhere and start just throwing microphones at people? Oh. Defend your Logan, brother.
Defend your Logan, bro.
Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Ransational. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Please go tune into the Main Card podcast. We will be posting more content ASAP. No Rocky. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, bro. I can smoke here. Yo, I can smoke here. All right, I'll catch y'all later.